All right, record is rolling. Okay, kick off with something a little bit different. Here's a bonus video. So Nathan was asking last week this interesting question about like cars crashing, like what would be more force? Say you had like two cars headed toward each other at 30 meters per second, right? So 30 meters per second to the right, 30 meters per second to the left. Versus what if you had like one car going 60 meters per second at like a brick wall that wasn't going to move. So maybe I'll call that like infinite mass, something like that, right? So I was trying to figure, yeah, what would be more force? And I think I actually told you the wrong answer. So I went home and actually worked this out over the weekend. Oh. All right. So what I got was I guess there's different ways to think about it. There's different contexts you could solve this in terms of. You can solve this in terms of force, which we have covered in class. Also, momentum and kinetic energy can quantify too, which we haven't actually covered in this class, right? But let's see, what did I get here? Two cars, 30 meters per second towards each other, right? Well, maybe one way to frame it is like if you were inside the car, you'd be going from 30 meters per second to 0, right? So that would involve a force of like 3 million newtons for these particular numbers, like particular mass numbers and both, right? What if I had okay. This next one is what if instead of two cars headed toward each other, 30 and 30, opposite directions, what if you had one car just at rest, another car coming at it at 60 meters per second? Because if all velocities are relative, here, guys, you guys on this? Right? If all velocities are relative, then this would be an equivalent situation, or it should be, right? Like if you're out in the middle of space, let's say there's no roads, no nothing else, and these are two asteroids, right? Whether it's 30 and 30 at each other or 0 and 60, those should be equivalent, right? And that's what I got. So I got also 3 million newtons force, right? And also the same change in kinetic energy, which we haven't covered in class yet, but yeah, so same change from that point of view, right? Now the car smashing into the wall. There's actually two different ones here. I've got the blue ink and the orange ink that's solving two different things. What if you did 60 meters per second versus 30 meters per second? Now 30 meters per second against an infinite mass wall actually is equivalent to the original car crash, which actually these two are working out to be the same numbers. So that's like your 3 million newtons crash right there. Again, the experience of the driver would be you go from 30 to 0. So it'd be like as if, well, either one of these would be like the same thing. Okay. Yeah, if you double that speed, well, you'd also be doubling the speed that you would change. So that'd actually be twice the force, right? So yeah, there you go. Anyway, there's some numbers. A bonus video right there.